I started saying things like, I can hear someone over there calling me, oh. The crowd would just go crazy. Then I walk down there, I can hear someone over there calling me, oh. And they go crazy. This before body calling was even, was born. You know, and little gimmicks like that, and ooh, nah, 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 nah. Crowd go, your body, nah, nah. And it was just amazing little gimmicks that I was doing on my show. I never thought that I would take it into the studio and say, okay, I'm gonna make a whole song out of your body's calling me. But that's how these songs came about. And as the more I started doing that, the more I started deciding, well, I'm just gonna start saying what I feel. Because I would always say on my stage, do you mind if I say what I feel right now? And they would love it, and then I say what I feel. See, I'm feeling kind of horny right now. And they would snap, you know, but that's what I would feel, and I'd say what I feel. People appreciate me keeping it real with them, and everybody wants to know what you really feel, you know, especially when you're known. They want to know what you're really thinking. So I was giving them what was on my mind and on my heart at that particular time.
You reckon you found your niche there, really, at that point? I mean, everybody, a lot of R&B artists were trying to do that kind of thing, but you kind of did it just that bit better.
Mm. Well, I think it's because after I started doing it, a lot of people would follow, if you don't mind. I mean, a lot of people would follow in a humble way. I say that, but you know, it's a difference when you mean it. You know, you do it. When I came up with it, it came out of me from my belly. And I did it because that's what I felt, and that's what was on my mind. A lot of other people, when they did it, they were inspired to do it. And it's a difference, you know, it's a difference in who created the light bulb and then who turned it on. It's a big difference. I had all of his music, posters, everything up. I had Moonwalker playing on the video screen, and I would just go for the song. As I look at Mike, I would sing what I thought he would sing. You know, I was just mimicking what I thought he would say on the lyrics and everything. And then when he asked me, is there any way that you can come in here and sing the backgrounds with me? I was like, sure, yeah. Of course, why? Yeah, I'll be in there in a minute, you know. And I walked out and I got between the wall that he couldn't see, yeah. And I was like, damn, I'm finna mess up. I thought I was gonna go in there just like a little girl, man, and just mess it up. But we standing there and you're not alone. I am here with you. And all I gotta do, really, I'm telling myself, sing what you sang on the demo, you idiot. And you can't go wrong because you sounding like Michael on it anyway. So I'm doing that. He's here, right here, at the same mic. We both got on headphones, and I'm going, you are not alone. He'll look over at me, I'll be like, I am here with you. Though you're far away, I am here to stay. You are not alone. And you know, I got that little shake in his voice. Yeah. Man, I was just blown away. I'm standing here singing with Michael Jackson right here. I'm right here. I started to grab his hand, but I ain't want to do that. Yeah. I ain't want to do that. You know, this ain't We Are the World. This is, you know, you are not alone. Don't do it. So I started to grab his hand and just for good measure, you know, but I ain't do that. But it was a great time working with Michael, man.
The 7-year turmoil that you went through vis-a-vis the trial for child pornography, your advisors, almost to a person, told you over and over and over again, while you're going through this period, Kels, do not put out sexually explicit material. Do not. The audience can't handle that. Your fans can't handle it. It's not going to be good for the outcome of this trial. Tone it down. Don't put that out. You ignore all of them. Do it anyway and get bold with it. It's during this period you put out Chocolate Factory. You put out Remix. You put out Ignition. Here they're telling you not to do this, and you put out a song about putting your key in the ignition. I read that and I wanted to ask, so I will. why it is that you went against your advisors. What is it that you were thinking, that you were feeling, that kept you doing that when everybody else told you not to do that?
Well, first of all, let me say, you know, I wasn't bold about it, you know, and I didn't totally ignore them, because that would be the worst thing to do, is totally ignore your advisors or your lawyers. I listened to them, we talked, we discussed the situation. I felt strong, very strong, as I said many years ago about the trial, that I will have my day in court, you know, and I will be innocent, and I will walk away, and I will move on with my life. I said that in the beginning. I said that during the middle part of the trial and everything else. I look at my music like a soldier looks at his sword. You never put your sword down in the midst of a war. You never lay down in the midst of a war. And I think that my lawyers were good lawyers, great lawyers, but I didn't think they had that part down. And you have to be the soldier in the midst of the war to even understand that. And I was the soldier on the front line for my life, for my kids' life, for my fans. And I told them I would not lay down. I would not stop doing music. Why would I do that? I think that would say, oh yeah, he did it. I think that would say all of the things that people want to say about R. Kelly. So I did what I'm supposed to do. Like any fireman that goes up in the building, they don't get to the building and say, oh, wait a minute, that's just too much fire. But you're a fireman. So go and fight the fire. Don't care how much it is. I had to go and I had to do my music. I'm not gonna change my lyric. I'm not gonna change my name. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna do my music. And that's what I did, and that's what I told the company, even though they continued to say, no, don't do it. But the minute Ignition came out, which was the first song I did, it blew up, and all of a sudden the company's calling me, everybody's calling me, come do an album cover shoot. We got to get the rest of this album done. We got to go there. We got to bring your clothes. We're going to have a, well, I ain't got no doggone makeup person. Yeah. You got some makeup, bring your own makeup. We'll do it. I mean, it just got crazy. So I did what I felt was right.
I believe that the depth of anybody's struggle will determine the height of their success. And I believe that everything that I've gone through in my whole life, you know, people ask me, what would you change? I wouldn't change a thing, because everything that I've gone through has made me who I am today. You know, so I'm sitting here very strong and very confident, you know, and got a lot of love for a lot of people. Jesus struggled and went through things. You know, everybody went through their own thing. And people slandered him. I mean, I feel like if Jesus can go what he went through, who am I? I'm nobody. You know, I'm just a guy from the hood, man, that just do this music, you know, but I'm just such a real person. I don't consider myself a celebrity at all. I'm just so real, and I love people that, you know, man, I just flow through this thing, you know, and I let my music, I let God guide me where he got me to go. But God ain't gonna just guide you straight to success, not God. He gonna guide you through a lot of mess first, so that when you get the success, you'll know how to appreciate it, and you'll know how to stay with it and know how to take care of it, and that's called longevity. Well, not to promote it too fast, but my book is called R. Kelly No Lanes, and what that means is I'm not in no lane. The earth is my turf when it comes to this music.
That's a book you putting out?
Yeah.
Another book?
You know, it's R. Kelly No Lanes. You know, and because, you know, you get put in a lane. If you stay in one lane, man, that's just really where you're gonna go. That one lane gonna lead you to one place. Ain't no particular address that I'm going to. Ain't no particular street I wanna ride on, you know, and like I say, earth is my turf, man, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
4 years, I street performed here before I got my record deal. And I was on the streets with a little bitty keyboard. Okay. With glasses on like I was Stevie Wonder. Okay. You know, hustling, you know, with a big chitlin bucket. I paid my rent and my mom's rent off of street performing. But I would only do it 3 days out of the week. Just 3 days, but I would be, I can't talk no more. I can't even talk, because I was like singing for like 8 hours straight for people going to work and coming from work. I hitchhiked to LA, but I lived on the beach. You know, cardboard box and big beach towels I slept on.
In the beach?
On the beach, every day. And then I wake back up, and when I wake up, I sing again. Then I hitchhiked back to Chicago, and then I got discovered. But I did all that for like 6 years, street performing.
Do you have one set process in how you make a song, or is it different with you every single time?
It's different every single time, but at the same time, you know, I believe in keeping it real, you know, and when I'm singing on these tracks, I don't really write the song, I let it write me. So whatever it tells me to say, if it say, hey, say feeling on your booty. Feeling on your booty, I'm just gonna say it.
Sing it, Cal, sing it!
You know, if it tell me to go, say, I know this gonna sound stupid, but say booga booga booga, okay. Booga 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 tee. I was just gonna keep it real. You know, I'm gonna keep it real because if that's what the music tell me to do, that's what I'm gonna.
And I know about your school, and I know about a certain lady that I'd like you to tell us about, who inspired you and encouraged you to do your music. Can you tell us a bit about her?
Well, that's Lena McGlynn, like my second mother, and she's a pastor and everything. My music teacher in high school. In high school, my freshman year, I was starting on Kenwood's basketball team, which is the name of my high school. And but I happened to have a music class. At that point in time, I think I was about 16, 17. I was not interested in music. I was really trying to be the next Michael Jordan, of course. And but she told me that I would sing. You know, I would be the next Stevie Wonder or superstar, or Michael Jackson or something like that. And I laughed at her like she was crazy. You know, I couldn't see it. And everything I am today, she could see it, my mother could see it, and she would tell me that I was gonna be where I'm at today and even further. So, and it just happened. She put me in a talent show, and I did the talent show, and the girls were screaming and everything, and I was like, man, I don't get this kind of love on the court, you know. And of course, I'm going to choose that over basketball, and I did, and I've been doing it ever since.
So what would you say that was your big break, or was there a stage a little further down the line that was the significant break for your music?
I would say my big break is that point in time I learned that Stevie Wonder riff. That was one of the steps, because I felt like, man, if I learned that, I can learn anything, because that guy was going pretty fast. But as far as crowd-wise and what nailed it, I would say my first talent show pretty much is what bit me in a way. Like Peter Parker got bit by the spider and became Spider-Man. You know, that was the bite for me. You know, when the women and everybody was showing me so much love at the talent show, and I won, and I was like, wow, it was overwhelming.
The music is still in me, and it's more powerful now than it's ever been, because I don't know, it's something Benjamin Button about me. I don't know really what it is. It's just the weirdest thing in the world. I love music, and I keep my ears close to music, and I'm always studying the new artists. I'm not that guy that say, man, this music today ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like it used to be. Like, that's when you're old. That's when you're outdated. But when you can appreciate the newcomers, you know, as well as you can appreciate the Stevie Wonders and the Sam Cookes all in one, you kind of stay fresh, and you kind of stay, you know, up on what's going on, and you can be able to study it and continue to upgrade yourself. You know, no different than the iPhone. You know, it comes with different apps and different new things, you know, and that's what I like to consider myself as.
What is your secret?
Just being very observant. You know, I'm very observant of people, you know, and my mom always taught me, don't write songs, write life, you know, and the only way you're gonna write life is that you be very observant of people and always paying attention to people and the needs of people and what they're talking about these days, and, you know, and then kind of like channeling that into your gift, which is my music. So, and I believe that as long as I continue to be observant of people and do that, I'll be all right.